Hello everyone, welcome to this message for Wednesday, the 2nd of April of 2025. So let's see. So I received 5 different symbols here, plus one extra that we are going to be going into Bible study. So for our Bible study symbol today, we get the monkey. So because in the Bible it talks about apes and baboons, so that's what God is wanting to refer to today. And we're going to be looking at these symbols for a bit of a message. So let's see. Let's start. Maybe obviously I would say start here, right? So we have 2 tennis rackets here. So this talks about when 2 people are hitting accurately in concerning one's observations towards each other. So when 2 people are looking at each other and they are hitting the mark, right, they are observing things correctly. And so it could be that 2 people's observations towards each other are very accurate. So you both see each other very accurately. But of course, if you see it as hitting right in one's observations towards each other, it could also indicate potentially that it is quite truthful, direct, painful maybe. So let's just see. Then we have this laser pointing here, laser pointer. This talks about someone who is very focused and who sees you, someone who sees you as a prey. So this is not good, right? So when we get these 2 together, it does seem like there's something not okay that we're witnessing here, because this person seems to be not just having very clear observations towards you, and you also having very clear observations towards the other person. So it means like you are seeing each other clearly, but it is quite a potentially hurtful conversation. So it could be, for example, that someone says something that is very accurate, it's very truthful, but it's also very painful. So it could be something like that, because this person is very focused and also is not just focused, is also seeing you as a prey, right? So this is someone who is a predator, apparently. So someone who could be a bully, a predator in the sense like a narcissist maybe, or who's maybe a hater, someone who wants to purposefully hurt you, right? So this person is focused on hurting you, and also is very clear, has made very clear observations about you. So you also about them, right? So you see this person very clearly. So it shouldn't be a surprise. But like this person sees you very clearly as well. So this could relate to a very to an attack that could be quite painful because it's so truthful, right? So let's see. And then we have this nurse's hat here, and this talks about that we cannot save everybody. So it seems to be that God is saying here, right, like you can't really save everybody, so maybe you want to be aware of that. Maybe this person is also going to point out to you like you can't save everybody, and it could be related to maybe this particular to this topic that this hurtful comment is going to be about. Could be the case. Yeah. Let's see. And then we have this love me. It says love me, right? I'll show you. It says love me. And love me just literally means it is a charm that talks, like a charm, sounds so magical, a symbol that talks about a need for self-love, right? So I do think that it's very important that you love yourself. And maybe this person is going to accurately point out that you may want to have more self-love in your life, that you may want to love yourself more, think more about yourself, for example. It could be something like that. And that could be quite painful because it could be related to you cannot save everyone. So, and this could relate as well to you needing to love yourself more, take care of yourself more, and this could be quite painful in a way. So let's see. And then this one here is actually when it falls off my little space here, right? it tends to indicate that it's not really applicable in a sense. So it is like a no a little bit. So, and this talks about a potential for gaslighting or not receiving enough attention. So I do think that this person is not going to be ignoring you. This person is going to give you attention, right? But it's not gaslighting you. So it is a good indicator we get this. So it means that this person doesn't really have malicious intent towards you. So this person is not gaslighting you, but is pointing at something that will be quite painful, right? Quite, that could be quite hurtful towards you. And maybe as well with this laser point, they may actually laser point something out to you. So I do think that that's more what's going to happen. So this person is not really, this person clearly is not a narcissist, is not someone who is gaslighting you. So I do think you're going to be, that this person just maybe laser pointed focused at the fact that you cannot save everyone and that there is a need for self-love. So this could be quite painful what's going to happen, but I don't think this person is malicious, although it could be the case. It could be a hater, for example, but not a narcissist. And like this person may be extremely accurate in their observations towards you and point something out to you that's going to be very painful, right? Laser point something out to you. So that's what we're going to be seeing. And this could result in you saying, like, especially when it falls like this, it sometimes can make me think about divine intervention. It could be like something that shocks the system, but sometimes shocks the system in the right way, right? So it gets into gear again, it gets on the right track again. So I do think that this person may be laser pointing something out to you, which will be very truthful and because this person sees you very, very accurately and your situation very accurately. But it also will lead to a divine intervention possibly, and also the monkey is like pointing to that as well. Like so God is pointing to that it may be a divine intervention, or it could be something that needs to change, right? And this person is going to help you change that specifically, right? So let's see, to point that out to you, right, with this finger, to point that out to you. You need to love yourself more and you can't save everyone. So let's see. And then this monkey in and of itself is a very interesting symbol. So let's just put it there then. So apparently for me this symbol means someone who is acting foolishly, showing off, behaving in a silly or ridiculous manner. Someone who is drawing attention to themselves in an exaggerated or clownish way, often for fun or out of mischief, which is interesting because this was talking about like in the negative sense, that there is not a lack of attention here. So it could be that this person is quite the show off, right? It could be someone who is putting a lot of attention towards themselves, right? Someone who's drawing attention to themselves in an exaggerated or clownish way, often for fun or out of mischief. So this makes me think like, because there are a lot of people, like there are a lot of channels that are following me, right? That have that use the Joker as a means of conveying a message. So it could be that this will be coming from, like, for example, if you would be following these channels, it could be that this very astute observation might come from one of those Joker videos, right? It's possible. Or it could be very very similar in nature. Something that's very deep, maybe. Someone who observes your pain, who observes something very deeply, and this person may be pointing something out to you that is going to be quite very truthful, but also very confronting, maybe, right? So let's see. But this could also be a person in real life, right? Someone who is very deep, who sees you very deeply, who sees the pain that you've been through, the real journey you have been through, for example, right? Who sees something more deeply, I think, and is going to point that out to you. So, and it could even be if it is for fun or out of mischief. this monkey, yeah, points a little bit to that, right? Like someone who may be just joking around, just having fun, right? But is actually saying something extremely truthful and is pointing you towards a divine intervention in terms of like, or or redirecting you in terms of like you need more self-love, right? So let's see. This could also be someone who is overly theatrical, someone who jokes around or acts out of character to entertain others. So monkeys are known for being playful, mischievous, and attention-seeking animals. So this person could be quite attention-seeking. And I always write down like, stop acting like a fool. So this person could be saying it to you like you should stop acting like a fool, maybe. Or yeah, also thinking about maybe those who are actually creating the Joker videos, right? It could be that you maybe receiving a comment or something on your videos, and it will be this person may be saying like, stop acting like a fool or something, or maybe someone says like, stop drawing attention to you, which could actually relate to you saying, no, I actually should pay more attention to myself, and points you to loving yourself, right? So it could be quite fascinating how this is going to happen, but you should expect something along these lines today, right? On Wednesday. So let's see. So the scripture that is being referred to is 1 Kings 10:22, and there is apparently an almost identical verse in 2 Chronicles 9:21, because in 1 Kings 10:22 it says, the king had a fleet of trading ships of Haram. Once every 3 years it returned, bringing gold, silver, ivory, and apes and baboons. And in 2 Chronicles 9:21 it says something similar. The king's ships went to Tarshish with the servants of Haram. Every 3 years they returned, bringing gold, silver, and ivory, and apes and baboons. So you could see this in many different ways. This sentence, like every 3 years it returned, definitely stood out to me. But you could also talk about what this person is actually saying, right? So this attention-seeking individual, or someone who is joking around, or someone who is just having fun, right? Is just trying to draw attention to themselves and like entertain others. But like there is something here that is much more profound, that's much more deeply, that will hit much more deeply as well, right? So it could have something to do with that. Or someone who may be acting out of character in a sense like you wouldn't be expecting this particular thing to be said by this particular person, right? So let's see. Because you could say these, let me see. Among the exotic treasures, these are among the exotic treasures brought to King Solomon, which showcases the wealth and diversity of his kingdom. You could see it like that. You could see it also in terms of rarity and value, because these exotic goods that are being brought to Israel during King Solomon's era could show very clearly that this is very rare, it's very valuable, because it only comes once every 3 years, right? And it comes along with gold, silver, and ivory, these apes and baboons. So it could be that this person is actually bringing you something incredibly valuable. So don't dismiss this person's wisdom, for example, this person's observation of you, because it's going to be very valuable. Or this comment may be extremely valuable. It also showcases the wealth and diversity of his kingdom. Also the wealth of prosperity, of course, of King Solomon. It also is brought to him from distant lands, so it could also be a foreigner that is going to come with that. And talks about the rarity and extravagance of these items that are being acquired every time the ship comes by, right? It could even talk about vast trading networks and the wealth of Solomon's kingdom. So maybe there's going to be someone who is going to be talking to you about a vast trading network, maybe, or who's going to be giving you an opportunity to buy something that is very rare and very valuable. So I think it could have something to do with that. So maybe someone is going to be pointing something like that out to you. So if you may be someone who is a collector, for example, or someone who is in international trading, for example. It could be that something like a rare opportunity passes by, something that you can buy that is quite rare, right? So it could also talk about that as well if we take it very practically. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I'm wishing you a very beautiful day ahead. Bye bye.